When I was flying into Oshkosh, I didn't understand exactly how the procedure worked, so I wanted to put together a quick video starting at Green Lake, the primary entry point, on July 18th for the Oshkosh arrival in the morning. Here we'll go through the arrival pattern all the way to 36 left.
Attention all aircraft, Oshkosh arriving runway 27 and 36. If you're looking for 36, they're doing hard surface turnoffs only, so we're looking for a mile in spacing between everybody. Make sure you guys are following those railroad tracks, not point to point, maintaining 1 mile in spacing. If you're assigned runway 36, you're going to turn right heading 090, due east, follow Fisk Avenue, keep the microwave 10 off the right side. Looking for the left base entry to runway 36. If you're assigned runway 27, follow the railroad tracks northeast, enter right downwind into the gravel pit for runway 27. Maintaining 1,800 200 downwind, just caution for departing traffic. Green Lake transition is in effect. Upon reaching Green Lake, pick out an aircraft of similar performance and follow that aircraft along the route towards Fisk, maintaining a minimum of 1 mile in trail spacing. If you can't maintain a mile in trail spacing, or if you have to do an S-turn over to maintain the spacing, it will not work. Break it off and return to Green Lake to find another aircraft to follow.
I've included in here the graphics from the FAA NOTAM for the arrival. You can see that the first transition point is from Green Lake to Ripon, and we'll be transitioning via that path. All of the locations are available on GPS, but as you will have heard in the briefing and on the ATIS, that the request is that no one use a point-to-point transition and that they visually fly things like the railroad tracks because of the fact that they do not, they're not direct paths. So there are some zigzags in the railroad tracks, and they want you to stay directly over them.
Cessna going to 36, monitor tower 126.6, and Cirrus a half mile south Fisk, rocket wings. Good, rock for the Cirrus. You're going to continue up the railroad tracks under the right downwind for runway 27. Make sure you turn that downwind into the south part of the gravel pit. Cirrus, where are you coming from?
Lexington, Kentucky.
All right, happy to have you. Continue up the railroad tracks and monitor tower on 118.5. Welcome to Oshkosh.
18.5, thanks.
You can hear during this time they're using both 36 and runway 9 to be able to approach, both with their own frequencies. Because of the fact that I flew into 36, you'll hear me transition to 1266, but depending on the runway in use or the preference of the runway, depending on if someone's going to the north 40 or the south 40, when the traffic isn't really heavy, they allow for people to request. If it was later in the day and there were a lot of people coming in, a lot of times they will assign a runway to someone and not give them preference due to just the traffic flow and the needs of the day.
Make sure everybody coming up the railroad tracks is directly over the tracks, 1 mile in trail. If there's any flight of 2 or more coming up, just let me know.
Here you can see as we approach Ripon, the next path that we will take is following the railroad tracks. As indicated previously, staying over the railroad tracks, not flying directly to Fisk, but following the railroad tracks all the way up past Pickett to Fisk. And then because we're landing on 36 left, we will follow Fisk Avenue at a 090 for a base leg for 36 once we get to that point.
RV with the wigwags, rocket wings. RV a half mile south Fisk, wigwags, rocket wings. Okay, turn right now heading 090, right turn heading 090 for the left base entry to 36. Okay, RV that's over Fisk now, turn right heading 090 with the wigwags and your wings. Good turn. RV going to 27, you can monitor the tower 118.5, welcome to Oshkosh. The RV going to 36, fly over that east-west road and keep the microwave antenna off your right side. Left base to 36, monitor tower 126.6, welcome to Oshkosh.
Looking up ahead, you can see on the right-hand side Highway 44, and then on the left-hand side are the railroad tracks. During the rest of this video, I'll try to indicate the railroad track section with a translucent green line so that it's easy to understand the reference points as indicated in the charts.
RV 1/2 mile south of Fisk, rock your wings. Good rock for the RV, which runway are you looking for?
36 would be great.
Hey, Roger, turn right heading 090, follow the east-west road for the left base entry of 36, keep the microwave antenna off your right side, where are you coming from?
Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Good, turn for the RV, and again, just follow the east-west road for the left base of 36, microwave antenna off the right side. Monitor tower 126.6, enjoy your week. 126.6 for the RV.
It's also worth noting that due to the placement of the 360 camera on the wing, it being outboard and then aimed to the airplane, it looks like I'm not over the railroad tracks, but if I were looking down in the plane, it is much closer than what it looks based off of the profile of a 360 cam and a fisheye setup.
Everybody coming up the railroad tracks, make sure you're over the tracks, following the aircraft in front of you by a mile in trail. You're at 1,800, you're going to be doing 90 knots. If you can maintain that speed, you need to do 135 knots at 2,300. RV a half mile south of this, rock your wings. Good rock, RV. What runway would you like?
36.
Roger, start a right turn heading 090 to follow that east-west road for the left base entry of 36. Keep the microwave antenna off your right side. Where are you coming from?
Pittsburgh.
RV, we're happy to have you. Monitor tower 126.6. Enjoy the show. And anybody going to runway 36, 126.6, going to 118.5 if you're following the tracks further right, downwind the 27. Everybody coming from Green Lake, spacing looks good. Make sure you're maintaining a mile in trail spacing the best you can behind the guy in front of you, staying directly over the tracks, no point to point. If you're assigned runway 27, you're going to be expected to follow the railroad tracks northeast for the right downwind inside the gravel pit for runway 27, maintaining 1,800. And using caution for departing traffic. If you're assigned runway 36, it'll be a right turn heading 090 to follow the east-west road. Is that a Bonanza half mile south of Fisk? If it is, rock your wings. Good rock for the Bonanza. Which runway would you like?
36, please.
Roger, turn right heading 090 now to follow the east-west road for the left base entry to runway 36. There you go. Good turn. Where are you coming from?
North Carolina and Indiana.
All right, perfect. Thanks for making the trip and follow the east-west road again. Microwave and 10 off the right side for the left base of 36. Monitor tower 126.6. Welcome to Oshkosh.
The next phase of the approach will be to arrive at Fisk, rock my wings in accordance with the directions of the controller to acknowledge that I heard him, and then turn 090 down Fisk Avenue. There is a narrow corridor between the microwave tower and Fisk Avenue that we're allowed to operate. Anything north of Fisk Avenue is the ultralight arrival at 300 feet AGL, and we're expected to stay clear of that arrival area, as they will be flying up 26, the highway about where Fisk Avenue is labeled on that map, and then they will turn down Fisk Avenue north of Fisk and then fly inbound to the grass runway.
Two.
3.
Yellow high wing, half mile south Fisk, rock your wings. Good, rock for the high wing, turn right heading 090 to follow the east-west road for the left base to 36. Keep the microwave and 10 off your right side. Good turn, monitor tower 126.6.
1266.
The high
Perfect. Number 2 Bravo Zulu, left turn next hard surface, follow the flagman. Welcome to Oshkosh. Number 6379 Papa, Oshkosh Tower, what's your type aircraft?
Comanche 250.
Comanche 79 Papa, welcome to Oshkosh, sir. Where are you flying in from?
North Carolina and Indiana.
That's a good distance, sir. Runway 36 left, clear to land on the yellow dot. Comanche 79 Papa, welcome to Oshkosh. Left turn next hard service, follow the flagman.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
At this point, I was getting a little nervous because on the previous landings, I'd heard him make calls that seemed like he was giving him quite a bit of heads up, and I was to the point of looking down runway 36 off my left wing here right before the turn and before he makes the announcement, but he does clear me to the yellow dot.
Yellow tail dragger south of the tower, runway 36 left, clear to land at or after the yellow dot. Blue tail dragger approaching south of the tower, runway 36 left, clear to land on the purple dot. Silver low wing approaching south of the tower. What type are you?
Go Swift.
Say again?
Swift.
Swift, Silver Swift. Actually, let's go to the skinny runway 36 right, and at or after the red square for the Silver Swift.
Okay, right side, red square up.
Yellow Cub, welcome to Oshkosh.
Appreciate it.